it's just a reminder that we're back at football. I mean, that's how football goes. We had every chance. We had a number of chances to win that game. I thought we started out very well. Thought we had a chance to run away with it a little bit in the first half. Anytime you average 8 yards of play and you're holding them pretty good on the other side of the ball, I thought we'd have more points to show for it than what we did. I know why we didn't. We didn't convert 1 third down in the first half. We didn't convert 1 fourth down, and we didn't convert in the red zone. So no matter how well you do on first and second down, you're not going to get many points when you are 0 for in all the other situational areas. And then we had a couple opportunities on defense, and you just miss a couple plays when they're there, and that's what happens. But last time we played these guys, it came down to the wire, just like this one did. We had a chance there to win it at the end. They made a good play there in the end zone on Bourne on the double move we ran. And then on the fourth down, they made a good play stopping Trent on the out route. And we just came up a little bit short. Last 2 times we played them, it was very similar, but we came up on top of those 2.
I'm disappointed. Losing sucks, but we're gonna do everything we can to come out and win next week. I feel great.
George, he's a warrior, man. He fights through a lot of injuries, a lot of little nicks and bumps, but it didn't affect him at all. They were cheating a lot of coverage to him and putting some extra people on him, so made it a little difficult at times. But I thought he played a hell of a game.
I mean, we had plays. Other guys were open. Just the way the game goes sometimes. And, we'll watch the film, see what happens, how I can be better, how I can get more open, and we'll just go from there. It's all right. I feel fantastic. Fantastic. Not an issue at all.
It just comes down to executing down the stretch. And, anytime you get a play, we got to knock the rust off some things, some communication things we have to do better. But I think overall, we feel good about where we are. They played a good game. They made some plays at the end. He made some plays with his legs that made it tough on it and compromised the defense. But I think it was a great learning experience for everybody, and it will help us in the future. It's the frustrating thing when the ref makes calls when he's running the football, and guys are trying to go over him and trying to halfway tackle him, and you don't know when to take the chance to tackle him or let him run. So that was a tough thing today. They got a 15-yard penalty on Kerry Hyder on a play where he's cutting back and he's making moves, and it's like once you commit to tackling a guy and he's in the middle of a move, you don't know if he's going to the ground or he's staying up. So I think that was the thing that made it more difficult today.
Jimmy, going back to the Super Bowl, missed a great opportunity in the fourth quarter, overthrows a post route that could be a touchdown to win the football game. This last drive, fourth quarter, crunch time, he misses a Bourne on a hitch and go outside. He gets the corner biting. You got to deliver the ball. I think too often times, and hey, what do I know? I only played the position for a long time, but flat-footed throws aren't going to help you. And when you throw the ball flat-footed, you don't get enough on the ball. You don't get your strike point as accurate as you should be. And we saw that in both throws. The throw to Bourne on the hitch and go was underthrown, as wobbly duck. And then the out to Taylor was thrown behind, not on time, flat-footed once again. He's got to get his rhythm a little bit better and be more precise in those opportunities.
Matt, I really just want to know, first off, what was it like being at a game, reporting on a game with no fans in the stands?
Well, the funny thing is, Laura, is that I think once the game started, you kind of forgot about all of that, and it just became about football. And, there was a lot of energy out there. And I thought the Arizona Cardinals, a team that I saw twice last year, play with a lot of energy. They fly around. I thought the 49ers, their defense was flying around early in that game, and they just got worn out. I mean, Kyler Murray, the 49ers just don't have any answer for. The 49ers defensive line is much better than the Cardinals offensive line. But once you get past that offensive line, you still have to bring down Kyler Murray, and that's more difficult than anything. So I thought that just playing football, it was just turned into a football game. Once the ball was kicked off, it was just like any other game. You mentioned the no crowds, but hey, the 49ers are going to have to bring it this year. We saw last year that they won some close games. They played the Arizona Cardinals twice last year. The Cardinals are a good team. They were a better team last year than their 5 wins indicate. And now the 49ers know that they have a target on their backs every game, and they are going to have to really step up and play some good football to come anywhere close to a 13-3 record that they had last year.
Yeah, got to provide your own energy. It's something we've heard Kyle Shanahan talk about, and the 49ers definitely came out with that energy, but with no fans, that's something you have to generate from within your team. One of the guys that does that so effortlessly is George Kittle. We saw him get injured in this game, Matt. What do you know about that injury? He was able to come back, so that seems like it's good news for Kittle.
Yeah, I mean, you also have to be concerned because remember last year he got injured on that first play at Arizona, and he ended up playing 48 more snaps that game, and then he missed 2 games, and there was a bye week in there too. So you wonder how this is going to affect him. He was a non-factor in the second half. No passes thrown his way, no catches. One of the funny things that happened, though, Laura, when he was walking off the field, like right here in this end zone, because the photographers are up in the stands and there are no fans, he could hear all the clicking of the cameras. And he turned to the photographers and he said, "Man, that's a lot of clicking. Guys, I'm not that interesting." Well, of course, George Kittle is the most interesting guy on the 49ers. He's also the best player on the 49ers. So they need him. They need him healthy because, as I said, they're going to need all these guys with Deebo Samuel out for 3 weeks, with Brandon Ayuk nursing that hamstring. I thought the 49ers would be a lot better on 3rd downs today. They were atrocious on 3rd downs and 4th downs. They got to clean that up.